Hi, this is Gene. Welcome to the channel. Here I'm retired in Mexico, and what we do is we ask one question: is the new music as good as the old music? Now, a lot of people, young and old, think that they just don't write them and sing them like they used to, but I'm not so sure. So I'm going to do this outside today. I mentioned I live in Mexico, and they're shooting off fireworks today. You can hear them indoors, you can hear them outdoors. So I selected a piece that might be more ambient today. That way, some of the outside noises might blend with the music. So it's going to be an experiment, and I'm going to light up a Puro with your permission. This is a H. Upman vintage Cameroon, and I'm looking forward to this. So the artist today is GABI, capital G, capital A, capital B, capital I, and that's short for Gabriella. So let me just tell you just a little bit about her bio here. Drawing on influences as wide ranging, if I can speak today. Terry Riley, Billie Holiday, Bjork, and Fleetwood Mac. Now, how do you get that kind of combination? And it's an experimental pop project in New York's classically trained composer vocalist Gabrielle Herbst, daughter of a music ethnologist. So she studied piano and clarinet and Balinese dance and gamelan music while living in Indonesia with her family. So, wow. And then there's a line I really liked here. Right here, she composed soothing, open-minded tracks designed as an antidote to an overstimulated, technology-driven world. Now you'll notice just my bumper, it's not that fancy. It's not going to give you a fit of epilepsy, right? So I like it a little more simple. So the single Koo Koo arrived in late 2014, a few months ahead of the April 2015 release of her full-length debut Sympathy. Released in 2015 on the software label, she's not released anything since. So this is a one-album artist, but she has gotten really good reviews. So let's go ahead and go to this official video. Sometimes I just do the song, but I do like to do the videos too when I can. So we'll put me down here in the inset so that you can see the majority of the video. You know, I think looking at me is not as interesting as looking at the video, so that's just my opinion. All right, let's enjoy. Keyboards and vocals, nice. So just, I don't know if you noticed on this video, but all three women are her, right? So I don't know how they did this. I'm not an expert in video, but wow. So either that or she's was born a triplet, one of the two. I don't know. What do you guys think? So let's keep going. I always pause the video once or twice just to help with blocking, but wow. Just all these disparate vocal parts, almost choir-like, with the keyboards that sync right with the vocals. I mean, the tone and the pitch is right there with the vocals, so you can hardly distinguish. If you're not paying attention, you cannot distinguish between the vocals and the keyboards. Wow, love that. totally get that now. So you could just the video alone. It didn't have any edits. I mean, it was just one complete piece. I love that. So nothing wrong with edits, but sometimes I'll count edits in something, and I've seen 90 to 100 edits in the span of a minute in some videos or commercials or trailers for movies. And I think like, hey, just cool down a second, would you? We don't need your attention that badly. So here's a piece with a lot of space in it, a lot of space. And it does remind me of some other people. So there's an artist named Meredith Monk that does things like this, but a little bit more avant-garde, a little bit more abrasive. This is easy to digest, and so it's almost like a cross between Meredith Monk and Enya. I mean, really, just the way it just is kind of floats, the way it's so smooth. But it's not new age. You wouldn't classify it as, or I wouldn't classify it as new age. It's just very nice. I wanted to close my eyes during the video. However, I put the video on, so then I had to open my eyes to watch the video. But it was nicely done. Just five of her coming in and out of a room. Very simple motif. So I can hear the minimalist influence. They mentioned Terry Riley. Of course, in minimalism, if you're not familiar with it, the music sounds like it's repeating. Every 4 bars, it sounds like it's doing the same thing, but then it changes imperceptibly over time, or just a little bit. Now, this piece was far too short to do anything like that, so it had much more movement in it, and there was something like a marimba or xylophone that came in the middle of that. So this is a short piece, but very, very nice. I like this a lot. No real words, so to speak of, just sung vowels or just nonsense lyrics, I guess you would say, but it's all based on a feeling, giving you just an impression or a feeling. So if this were visual art, it'd be a impressionistic watercolor, right? It's just beautifully done. I really, really like this. I'd like to hear more by her. So, and the arrangement, the composition was just real smart. And I mentioned how the keyboards were the same pitch as the vocals, so that they just blended, and you could pick out the disparate instruments if you were paying attention. If you weren't paying attention, it just sounded like all of one piece. So that means you can listen to it two different ways. You can listen to it passively or actively. So sure did like that. Let me know what you thought. I thought it was a wonderful piece of music. And it had its own signature sound, so even though she reminded me of some other people, it still sounded only like GABI. It sounded like her music. And I like that. That's the biggest compliment I can pay an artist, is when they don't sound like anybody else and they've got that signature sound. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like or subscribe button, and put some comments down there if you'd like. Let me know what you'd like to hear. All right, and as we say in Mexico, buen dia.